Well, we were talking about race and violence, right? Well, despite the curfew in Baltimore being lifted after a week of unrest connected to the death of Freddie Gray, businesses there are still suffering. In a telling op-ed in today's Wall Street Journal, one of the city's business owners says it's not a lack of investment, but the city's red tape. That is the real problem. Jay Steinmetz, Barcoding CEO, gives us his take. Jay, thank you so much for coming on the show. What is it like to run a business in Baltimore these days?
Well, I mean, I love Baltimore. It's my city. You know, it can be challenging. We've got, obviously, riots, but they hopefully will go away. But it is a high-tax environment. It is not conducive for being able to grow organic business. A lot of businesses that are in Baltimore are there because they work off of selling to the population of Baltimore. That's not how we operate. You know, we're a nationwide systems integrator of automatic identification technology systems, and we're providing technology across the country as well as the world. So we compete nationally and internationally. And being in Baltimore has some disadvantages. I highlighted them in my article.
Well, you know, and we found that fascinating, frankly. You did a great job of sort of describing what it's like to do business there. And I want to get that in detail. But first, was your business damaged in any way in the preceding week?
The riot did not cause any damage to our business. There was another small business, a liquor store that was looted on our street. But most of the violence happened in an area that I didn't even know existed. I mean, because, you know, Baltimore is made up of some amazing places and some not so amazing places. And it has a tendency to hide its not so amazing places.
Well, I think that's
not where we are.
I think that's a big story there. Tell us, you know, you described how taxes are a burden, fees, fines. It seems to me that would be a big hurdle for small businesses to want to start up there. Tell us what you've experienced.
So, I mean, it's difficult. You're dealing with, you know, as a business owner, you want your head down and focused on your business. If you have to worry about a theft, we had a theft, an employee steal something, but of course you don't steal from a barcoding company because we track everything, so it wasn't really difficult to find them. But nonetheless, you know, we had to worry about that. We've had to worry about frivolous lawsuits. We've had to worry about having a lot of insurance. We've had some break-ins.
You said graffiti was an ongoing problem that you had to take care of and then pay fines on.
It's just, you know, it's not expensive, but it's annoying. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when, you know, you have to worry that your office was broken into, but it wasn't, and it turns out that you get fined because they didn't find anybody. And then it does get broken into like the next day, and you're like, now that doesn't happen all the time. I mean,
that sounds frustrating.
We wouldn't be there if it happened all the time. But, you know, what happens is it's layering of issues that makes us less productive. It's constantly, it's not just Baltimore. I mean, obviously Baltimore has issues, and we are located in an area where we can bring from the youth in the area. There's a lot of colleges in Baltimore. I think this riot's going to have a long-term effect on that, but you know, I'm hoping not. Nonetheless, you know, we've positioned ourselves in a place where we have a nice ecosystem around us, but generally speaking, it's difficult. It's difficult right. Because you have to worry about people walking into your facility and taking something. We have like Fort Knox in our facility, and we've had to be that way because we can't trust people. It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Of course, you also mentioned the very high taxes on your small business there. Jay, thanks for coming on. Great to meet you.
It's our pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.